Well, hello everybody. Welcome back to Chief Bear's Off-Grid Ways, a homestead in the desert. Yeah, today I got out the rototiller and chewed up all of these bucket-shaped chunks of soil for the garden. And I got quite a bit of soil here. It still needs a little bit of refining, but I've got to mix in some fertilizer and some nutrients into this soil, and I can't do that right now. Of course, my neighbors, J&L, said that they have a whole load of chicken manure up there, and I think one trailer load of chicken manure, about a foot deep or so, or maybe even a foot and a half deep in my trailer, will be enough to mix into this and give it the nitrogen it needs. And then I can do a pH test on it and do a soil test on it and see what else it needs. And I've got my soil test kit ready. I got my pH meter ready, and I'll get this thing fixed up. Then the next job is going to be to get that sunscreen up over the top of this whole thing. I can keep the critters out, and then I can move, once I get that up, I can move that screen over to here, to this side, and temporarily, I don't have another piece of that corrugated, which I do need for this side, but temporarily, I can use those little pieces right there of cement board, one on top of the other, to block that off. And I can get these good sheets of it out of here and move those over to another location. So that one doesn't even have to be there. I just put it to try to keep the dogs from getting in, but they jump right over that. They clear it with no problem. They clear this, no problem too. So I need to get all of that done, and then I can start shoveling that soil into buckets here and getting my plants started, because it was a beautiful spring day today. The winds have died down. Of course, I feel them starting to pick up a little bit now. My poor flag up there, it got shredded in the wind. I can't afford a new one, so I'll have to make do with that one for now. You can see the turbine's not turning. The winds aren't strong enough to move that. Anyway, the dogs are helping me break this stuff up. They love playing on this pile. And they've all been fed and had their chews and all of that. So, hey, where you going there, Susie Q? Little girl? Where do you guys think you're going? So, one thing I did notice today, I did a little run into town because I was completely out of dog food. And the dogs wouldn't have a breakfast tomorrow, so I had to go get some. And Doggy Daddy came right away. The others all stopped in their tracks and looked back this way. I don't want the puppies to get used to following the bigger dogs around. All right, everybody, let's go back this way. So anyway, this weekend, Sunday, is daylight saving time. Changed the clock, spring forward an hour. But I do that tonight. Tonight is Friday. And before bed tonight, I'll change all my clocks, except the ones that change automatically. And I'll go through the whole weekend living on Tulsa time. Living on Tulsa time. Yeah, that's the way I've always done it. I don't know why they wait until Sunday night to do the changeover. That messes you up for Monday morning going to work if you have to go to work. So if you did it on a Friday night, then you'd have the weekend to get used to it. So by Monday, you're ready to go to work again. That's the smart way to do it. Anyway, now who said that the people that figured that out were smart? Not me. All right, so that's what I've got done so far. Like I said, I went into town and I was going to shoot a video along Route 66 with the dash cam, but I forgot. I had too many other things on my mind. So I'm all set for the weekend. I don't have any place that I have to go. I've checked mail. I checked it twice today. Just had junk mail, and that was about it. And I sent Tony at doing RegNet things off grid. He does that Tuesdays I have questions thing. I sent him a few questions that he can put on his channel. And the rest of you want to go check that out. And if you got a something weird, that a weird question that you would like to know what the problem is, or how come it was never answered, send it to him. He'll put it online, live on his show on Tuesdays, and then people will answer in the comments below and send in answers to what it means. So that will help you understand things. Of course, I send him little funny things that you think of, you know. I'm not going to spoil it for his Tuesday because I sent him a couple of good ones. So you might want to go over there on Tuesday and check out his I Have Questions. He's done quite a few episodes of those. I think he's got over a year and a half, I think, or something like that. Go over, check it out, everybody. That'll be a fun thing to do. Now, don't forget, on Sunday, spring forward, but also, that's the time of year where you should check your batteries in your clocks and your batteries in your smoke detectors, if you have that type of smoke detector. I know a lot of them now are the sealed batteries, good for 10 years. You don't have to do that anymore. And but you do want to check your batteries, and also work the angle stops, the water shutoffs under all your sinks and behind your toilets. You want to turn those off and turn them back on again, because if you don't, they'll seize up on you, and if you have a water emergency, you won't be able to get them shut off, and you'll be running around watching your very precious water spill down the street. So take care of all that stuff, everybody. Very important stuff. Now let's see, I got one more thing on my list here. Time change. Yeah, I think I covered everything. I haven't actually gone inside the garden house for anything more than to just grab that rototiller, and I walked right on through without checking my plants to see how things are doing. I do have to get this hole sealed up in here. That got torn when these totes fell over. As you can see, this one's down a little ways because I did a watering here, and wanted to make sure my plants had plenty of water. And my broccoli here is going to seed, so it's all flowering, but that's okay. I saved that. I use that for chicken feed, and it's extending my chicken feeding a little bit. Everything else looks like it's doing well. My little peach tree here has got a couple of grafts on it, and wow, that's the Alberta peach. Yeah. So I got this other graft on there, and it looks like everything's doing well on here. So I'm going to let that one sit and get stronger through the spring. All my avocado trees are coming up. It'll be another year before I can graft on those. I want the wood to be brown, not green when I'm grafting. Although I can graft in green. I've done that before. It's better if you let the tree get stronger and have the bark turn brown. So my cabbage is coming up. That one there is going to seed, I guess. It just jumped right up and sprouted. And this is just from sitting and the rains that I've been getting. Speaking of rains, the rain the other day only dropped 6/100ths of an inch. That's 1.5 millimeters for you people that are on the metric system. And it wasn't much rain, but I'll take everything I can get. Onion's doing great. Garlic's getting much stronger. Growing up real good. So, yep. Gonna have some of that good stuff coming up. My carrots are still doing well over here. Those have been there for a whole year now. And they look like they're going to be ready to start plucking here pretty soon. Well, I've been plucking them. You can see the missing ones in the rows there that I pulled out and enjoyed with my supper. And these tomatoes these are just chicken feed now, because they did go through a couple of deep freezes, so they are mushy on the inside. They don't really taste good, but the chickens like them, so the chickens get them. Looks like I'm gonna have to come through with another watering for all my aloe vera plants here. And it looks like my apple tree is starting to show signs of budding everywhere, so that's a good thing. That one there looks like it's got a flower getting ready to come out of the top, so we'll see. And everything in here looking happy and healthy. I'm gonna get another day like today tomorrow, and I'll be in here cleaning up all this trash, get it all bagged so I can trash it on my next run. I had to do a little recycling today with some bottles, cans, and that stuff that I had saved up. Of course, I haven't had a beer in so long, I forgot what it tastes like. One of the puppies halfway across the field there. Yeah, I'm going to be short this month if I don't recycle. So I also have to recycle some copper and aluminum that I have, but that's a different place than the California refunds. So I'll got to get that together tomorrow so that I can get there before the 15th, because that's when my final payments are due. I'm paid up right now until the 15th, but I don't have enough money for the 15th. So I need to earn a little bit more. Oh, one of the puppies found a plastic bag out there, and I don't yell at them for bringing that in. I let them bring it in, and then I take it from them so I can get it into the trash. I don't want them leaving it out there. They save me the trouble of having to go after it. Come on, you guys, bring that in here. All right, everybody, thanks for joining me. This is G Bear signing off.